I mean, I got in a fight one night. I went to a house party when I was a youngster. I was probably 20-ish. And, there was some guy was just punking. The story's too long to tell why. And I just, told him to get the fuck away from me. And, these were the old days. Nobody had cell phones. So he used the house phone and supposedly called his buddies over. And my friends, uh, they told me this kid was called his friend. Somehow he disappeared, too. Nobody even knew who he was. And they were saying, sounds like, well, fuck, man. I mean, I wasn't drinking. I had a fight the next day. I was just hanging out. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to let some guys come over and my friends have to fight them because of this fucking old pussy. So I stuck around and, so it's just, I was probably there for an hour. And nothing happened, so I'm like, I'm out. And as I was leaving, this car flies in, and out of nowhere comes the guy who disappeared, who started everything. He's like, that's him, and points at me. And a dude bigger than I was walks right up to me. He's like, you motherfucker talking? And it made about that far. And he ate in our right hand and went stiff and timber, and he never woke up. And then his big buddy charged me, and I beat the piss out of this guy. And all that sticks in my head was he was trying to crawl underneath a car to get away from me. He was too fat to get under there. And so he's like, just let the fucking idiot go. And so I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And he gets up and grabs his hat or whatever. And he's like, I'll see you again, motherfucker. And I was like, the fuck you will. And I fucking went over and beat the piss out of him some more. And I put him in armbar. And he's like screaming, crying, like, oh, let me go. And the moment of clarity was one of my good friends gets down there. He's like, Travis, let him go. And I did. And then they had to go wake his buddy up. And then my friends went to be tough, and they were bouncing on the car, just being assholes. And they got out of there. But for 20 years, that dude ran around town and he beat me up. It's like, you're a fucking idiot. If you want to tell people and they want to believe it, I guess that's their problem. And it was that same buddy, and that'll be the last little story I can tell you because I could keep you here all day with these. Where I believe I was 17. And I was maybe I was 18, it don't fucking matter. Young. And we were at a big event, and there was a bunch of college rugby players there, a bunch of big dudes, and they were just being assholes to everybody. And I was there, I was talking to this girl and that I was kind of seeing, and I wasn't going to say nothing. I mean, why am I going to get involved in this? But I wanted her to think I was a nice guy who doesn't get in street fights. And then one of them just pushed one of my buddies, no reason, and pushed a buddy who he does not fight. And so I got in his face, and he's like, "You got a problem, motherfucker?" And I mean, shorter than me, but just big dude. And I saw the look, I'm like, he's gonna punch me. And here it came, and I just 2 punches knocked this fucking big dude out cold. And I had long hair in those days, so another guy grabs me from behind the head and grabs my hair, and I turned around and knocked him out cold. And then 2 other big guys jumped on me, and then I beat the fuck out of them too. Just both ran. I mean, these guys are all monsters. And then the biggest one tried to front headlock me, and I threw him down and got on top and started punching him. And then that same buddy who whispered, through all the noise, he's like, Travis, let's get out of here. Just stop. Don't beat anybody else up anymore. And we left. And I've got a million of them. But nobody ever comes up to me and tries to see if I'm as tough as everybody says. I mean, that doesn't fucking happen. And if it did, I would make fun of you, and I dare you to throw the first punch. Even at my age, I guarantee that I can whoop any dude in any fucking bar around. But I also don't feel like going to jail for hitting some idiot with a big mouth.